guys, it's Kristen. This class is all about relieving tension through the neck. Everything that we do is going to be seated, so just find a comfortable seat. If it feels okay for you to sit all the way down on the floor, totally cool. If that puts a little bit too much stress in your hips or your low back, then I would recommend sitting up on something. I'm gonna sit on my yoga bolster. If you don't have a bolster, then a pillow works really well, maybe a couple pillows or some blankets. You could even sit up in a chair, and that would work too. So find your seat. And then right away, I want you to lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then just start to roll them forward and down. And we'll do that a few times, just looping the shoulders here, lifting them up to the ears, and then rolling them forward and down. Good. And then changing directions, so lifting the shoulders up to the ears and then looping them back and down. So moving in a backwards circular motion here. Just a few more times like this. A lot of times the pain or the tightness that we experience in our neck actually can radiate up from the shoulders, where we commonly tend to hold tension in our bodies as well. So we'll just see if we can totally relax the shoulders here. When you're ready, let them rest down away from your ears. And just take a second to sit really tall. So keeping the shoulders relaxed, I want you to think about lengthening up through your spine, reaching up through the top of your head. And then take a breath in, and as you breathe in, I want you to let your right ear drop over towards your right shoulder. Keep the left shoulder totally relaxed. Good. As you breathe out, you're going to roll your head down and take your chin towards your chest. Continue lifting up through the chest so you're still sitting nice and tall. And then next inhale, roll your head to the left, reaching your left ear for your left shoulder. Right shoulder relaxed. Exhale, dropping the chin back towards the chest. And we'll go side to side a few times. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. No rush. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Just letting these movements feel good in the neck. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. You got it. Exhaling, chin to chest. Yeah, and then taking the right ear over towards the right shoulder again. This time we're gonna hold. You can stay right as you are. If you want a little bit more, stretch your left arm out beside you and just start to press down through the heel of the left hand. Good. If your hand comes all the way to the ground, then you can rest down on the fingertips as well. Just another option. And then from there, if you still want a little more, you can take your right fingertips, reach them over towards your left temple, and very gently see if you can help the left side of your neck lengthen out a bit. And then maybe guiding the head further to the right. Good. And then just hold here. Keep letting the left shoulder stay down away from the left ear. Noticing how the stretch feels in the left side of your neck. Good, and then letting the right ear, keep reaching for the right shoulder, maintaining your position, start to nod your head, yes. So really gentle, just moving the head around here, getting into the stretch from some different angles. Good, and then start to nod your head, no. Taking your gaze up and then down, up and then down a few times. Good. And then gently release your hands back down to your lap and let your head drop down. So just holding here for an extra beat. Again, we're still sitting tall. Shoulders are still relaxed. Head is nice and heavy. You should feel a little stretch through the back side of the neck. This may be plenty for you right here, and if so, feel free to stay. If you want to add on a little bit, start to interlace your fingers behind your head. So taking the palms sort of to the base of your skull, and then gently lengthening the back of the neck, maybe guiding the head down further, really reaching the chin down into the chest. From there, if you still want a little more, start to draw your elbows in towards each other. Feel the shoulder blades separate on your back. And then wherever you are, take a couple breaths. Notice how this feels. Good, and then slowly releasing your hands. Let your left ear travel over towards your left shoulder. Again, we'll hold here for a beat. You can stay right where you are. If you want more, option to reach the right arm out, pressing the heel of the right hand down towards the ground, or maybe the fingertips come all the way down to the ground and you can sort of just rest them there. And then if you still want a little more, maybe taking your left hand to the right temple, gently, gently lengthening the right side of the neck and letting the head drop further to the left. Noticing how this feels in the right side of the neck. We're holding for a few more breaths, starting to move the head now, shaking yes, so up and down. Just a few times like this. And then maybe seeing what it would feel like to nod the head no. And then really gently releasing the hands back to your lap, bringing your head back up to center, sitting tall, relaxing the shoulders. We'll practice a few what I call chin retractions. These look really funny, they feel kind of funny, but they're really good for helping bring us back into good postural alignment. Our heads are really heavy, like 10 to 12 pounds-ish on average. And so many of us tend to walk around with our chins stuck out like this. And this puts a lot of tension on the neck, right? So what I want you to do is tuck your chin down just slightly and then start to pull it back. Draw the head back, draw the chin back so that the ears are maybe even stacked over the shoulders. So you should feel like, and you should look like, you're giving yourself a whole lot of chins, like a few more than you would like to have, right? And that's how you know you're doing it right. The back of the neck is not wrinkled up. It's getting a nice stretch here. So taking a breath in, and then as you exhale, release. We're gonna do 10 of those total, just holding for like a breath. So go ahead and come into number 9. Well, number 2, but we'll count backwards, and then release. Good. Inhale for 8. Exhale, release. Nice and slow. Inhale for 7. Exhale, release. Good. 6 more. Breathing in. Hold. And then release. Last 5. We're halfway there. Inhale. Exhale. You got it. 4. I know these are certainly not my favorites, but I try to make myself do them, if not every day, most days. 3 more. So good for you. Good. Last 2. Last 1. This time let's hold a little bit extra, just for good measure. Make sure you're continuing to breathe. Feel that length in the back of the neck. And then slowly release. Awesome job. Shake out your shoulders a little bit here. And then turn to look to the right. Just coming to a place that you feel a little bit of a pull, a little bit of a stretch. Taking a breath in. And a breath out. Good, and then coming through center And you guessed it, turning to look to the left, just finding a nice little stretch, not taking it too far, not forcing it. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Good. One more time, slowly looking over to the right. And then one more time, slowly looking over to the left. Good. Releasing it back to center. Now, if it feels okay in your neck, or just coming to a place that feels okay, start to drop your head back. Take it slow. Opening up here through the chest, through the throat. Let your head be really heavy. Continue sitting tall. So check in with your posture. A lot of times the tendency here would be to start to kind of slouch and dump down into your low back. We don't want to do that. We want to avoid putting stress in places where it does not need to be. You can hold right here, and I'll offer you a couple other options as well. You could bring your fingertips behind you. Start to draw your shoulders back, puff up through your chest, and bring kind of a back bend element into this. You could also bring your hands and just kind of rest them at your low back, finding a back bend there. And then finally, another option would be to interlace the fingers, straighten out through your arms, drive the knuckles back behind you, and then breathe. Good. On your next inhale, very slowly release out of whatever shape that you're in. Bring yourself back upright, coming back to center. Let's take a breath in. I want you to squeeze your shoulders straight up to your ears. And then as you exhale, drop them straight down and just let go of any stress. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale to lift and squeeze. And then exhale, let go, release. Closing out our time together here with one more of those. Big breath in, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then exhale, let it go. So these are just some nice stretches that you can do daily to help your neck out. A lot of us tend to hold tension there, so hopefully these will help you find a little bit of relief. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Namaste.